This is Jay, so I'm here with a new video. Um, I am subscribed to Mr. Popo's channel. He is like an OG K-pop YouTuber, and just the past few days, he had made videos um, on Tier Maker. Just ranking, boy groups and girl groups, and then he just did one today where he was ranking K-pop companies. So I thought it was really cool. And so I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to, if I can't put his video in the eye, in the corner, I'm going to put the link to his video down below, so you could definitely check it out. Um, yeah. So I mean, I know there's like other people that made these type of tier ones, but this one had more choices to pick from because the other ones were like more kind of short and stuff like that. So I just decided to go with this one. So just I hate having to do a disclaimer, but I feel like I need to. Um, this is my honest opinion. Um, I'm going to try my hardest to not be biased. And if your favorite group is not in a tier you like, I really don't care. You're more than welcome to do your own list. This is my list, so do not come up in this video getting all up in your feelings because I don't put your group in the tier that you don't like, period. So, anywho, so let's get started. So first we have course 21. Um, so course 21 for me is going into the S tier because they are my favorite K-pop group overall. Um, and yeah, I mean, there's really no other discussion really. I mean, if you've known me, you know that 21 is just my all-time favorite K-pop group, period. All right, next we got 4 Minute. Um, 4 Minute, 4 Minute, 4 Minute. I think I'm gonna put 4 Minute in the A tier. Um, because I got into 4 Minute back in like 2013. Like I always say, 2013 was my experimental phase when it comes to K-pop. Like that's when I discovered a lot of different groups. Some who I follow still, some who I kind of don't follow now, and stuff like that. And I was just, and then I got into more boy groups and stuff, uh, who I mostly follow back then. But I really do like 4 Minute. I love Hyuna and things like that. So yeah, I'm still kind of bitter about how things ended with 4 Minute, especially when like they pretty much had to go around and say, "Hey, buy our last album. If it don't do well, we're gonna disband." And then they end up disbanding. What I think was the stupidest thing that Cube could have ever done was you sold off A Pink and now they're on another company. You got rid of Beast slash Highlight, which was stupid, and you got rid of 4 Minute. Your three biggest artists on your whole entire company. So I'm still kind of bitter about that because it's just like, seriously. But you know what is what it is. I digress. So next is Nine Muses. Um, I don't know where I want to put Nine Muses, to be honest, because I'm gonna put them. It's gonna hurt to do this, but I'm gonna put them in the C category only because, like, I honestly don't know any other members' names except for uh uh uh, Kyungri. She's the only one I know, and I like a few of their songs, like Wild and Dolls and Remember and Hurt Locker and stuff like that. But I never really got into them like heavy. I feel like it's gonna be like that for a lot of groups in this video, to be honest. So yeah, I just feel I don't they're not deep. I'm gonna definitely put them in C, and I feel the same way for this next group, which is After School. So I'm gonna put them in the C category because I know who they are. You know what I'm saying? I know um I only really like a couple songs from After School. I'm gonna be like completely honest. I still think they're done real dirty by Pledis. Um, and I still feel that really at this point, I'm sorry, not Cube, Pledis needs to just end After School at this point. They really do. Stop holding them hostage. Just let them go and just let them do their own thing. So yeah, I'm gonna put them in the C category. Okay, next is AOA. Um, again, I'm not like I like a few of their songs, and I like a couple people. Like I like Sohyun, I like Jimin, I like Choa when she was still in the group. Again, another group I wasn't really into, like deep like that. Unlike 4 Minute and 21, but I did like some of their songs and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in the C. Next is A Pink. In the beginning, A Pink would have been in the D category because I just never checked for A Pink like that. But I've come to realize that I think A Pink is like a guilty pleasure for me because I'm not super duper into like the cute concepts and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of like quite a few of their songs I really do enjoy, like No 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 and LUV or Love um and stuff like that. But I know that they're kind of taking a more mature route with like So Sick and stuff like that. So where do I want to put A Pink? I want to put them in the B. I'll put them in the B. I'll put them in the C. I might change some. Right now, I'm going to put them in the C because I'm not 100% sure on A Pink. Okay, next is April. I'll put them in unknown because I don't listen to April and I don't really know much about April except for Stoneman used to be the leader. Now she's in card. So they're unknown. Next is Blackpink. Um, A or B, A or B. I'm really torn between A or B tier. For right now, because it might change, I'm going to put Blackpink in the B tier for right now. I know a lot of people feel that Blackpink is kind of like, 21 2.0, and I do feel like that sometimes, but I don't know. Like I do feel like some of the songs that they recorded were definitely 21 songs they just gave to Blackpink, to be completely honest with you, and you can take it how you want it. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I like Blackpink. I mean, I have their album and stuff like that, their Square Up album and stuff. And I do like their songs and whatnot. I almost actually went to the tour when it came out here to Jersey. But yeah, um, like I said, things might change. So for right now, I'm gonna leave Blackpink in the B category. So next is Brave Girls. I'm gonna put them in unknown because I only really know them for two songs. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna just put them in the unknown category. Next is Brown Eyed Girls. Um, I'm going to put them in the B. I know people will be like, why you put them in the B? You know what I'm saying? They're one of the oldest groups that's still together, blah blah blah. I got you, but again, I like Brown Eyed Girls, but again, I don't know. Like I don't know like their older stuff. I only know like the stuff they came out with, like I mean obviously like Abracadabra, but like their last album they came out with, and then like the last two albums I'm more familiar with, and I'm more of a fan of Gotten. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, like I said, I don't know like their entire discography and stuff like that. I know some people are gonna be a little tight at me, but yeah, like I said, this I put people in right now, but things is possible to change. So right now I'm gonna just leave Brown Eyed Girls in the B tier. Next we have is Cherry Bullet. I'm gonna put them in unknown just because they just debuted and they only just had their first comeback after their debut a few months ago. I liked their debut, but I really don't know much about the group yet. So for right, so just things can change later on. You know how the group progresses. So yeah, right now they're going to be an unknown. Next is CLC. Now in the beginning, CLC would have been like CD. Like I liked their debut, but up until Black Dress, I did not give a damn about CLC. But I really enjoyed Black Dress, and I really enjoy these last two songs. And I was worried about CLC. Just being the fact that at a point, like, it was just crickets over at Cube when it came to CLC. And now that, you know, um, 4 Minutes gone, A-Pink's gone, Beast is gone, B2B, members are in the military. So only people you got is CLC, Idol, and Pentagon. And that's really it. So I'm hoping now that Cube is going to get off their asses and do more with CLC. So, because of that, I'm gonna put them in the C category. Okay, next is Dal Shabet. I only know one song from Dal Shabet, so I'm gonna put them in the unknown because I don't know much about the group. I think this group here is Daya. Again, don't listen to Daya, so they go into the unknown. Next is Dreamcatcher. I really enjoy Dreamcatcher. It's funny because I like all of their songs. Like I enjoyed all of their. I went back. Like I know they had debuted as a group before, didn't check for them, but when they reformed as Dreamcatcher, and I was like interested with the whole the like rock concept, kind of like I know people kind of compare it to baby metal, but I mean I feel like baby metal is a bit more hardcore than Dreamcatcher, in my opinion, from the stuff I've heard from baby metal. So I don't know if that's really an accurate, comparison. But I like them because they're different from most girl groups. It's either they're doing cute concepts, they're doing girl crush concepts. It's either one of those right now. Like we don't even have like a sexy girl group right now. Cause I mean, a lot of girl groups coming out is like young as hell, so that would be like not really appropriate for them to do stuff like that. So for me, Dreamcatcher is like a breath of fresh air. Um, so even though I honestly don't, I can't even name you a member of the group, but I really do enjoy their music, so I'm gonna put them in the B category. Okay, next is EXID. Um, EXID is going into the B category. I didn't get into EXID until Up and Down. I think I may have heard the name before then, but it wasn't until Up and Down blew up, and I was like, okay. And I got into their songs and stuff. I'm not into like their older stuff, but like from Up and Down past, I've always enjoyed. I like the members. I'm wondering how it's going to work now that members are going to different companies, but they're going to stay together. That's going to be interesting how that works out. Um, at least they're still together, so that's good because I would be really sad that like they just completely disbanded. So yeah, I really do enjoy EXID, and I'm glad that Soji is back because she's one of my favorite vocalists in K-pop. So yeah, I think it's appropriate, in my opinion, to have EXID in the B category. Next is 5 Star, or yes, five star, right? I'm gonna put them in unknown because the only one I know in the group is Yezi, and I really think was it Lowen? I think they really fucked up by not capitalizing on the group after she was on Pretty Rap Star. Cause I feel like she was one of the best rappers from her season, and you would think that having such a hype around her, they would have done more with the group, but no, they didn't. And I think the group now has actually disbanded, unfortunately. Next, I think this is From Is Nine, unknown, just because I don't listen to From Is Nine. Even though I am going to see them at KCON, but I really don't know much about them. All I know is that Gary was on Produce 48. She was okay with it. She was starting to low key kind of get on my nerves throughout the season. I'm like, eh. But yeah, so From Is Nine is unknown. FX is S tier, bro. It's FX. Come on now. Like FX is like my second favorite girl group, and there was no reason for me to put them any lower than S. You know what I mean? Like even though I feel like they could disband any minute now. To be completely honest, they haven't had an album since 2015, and that high key pisses me off. Like the thing about it's just like so many things that piss me off about how SM does FX is just very infuriating. I mean, the fact that again they hadn't had an album, how they haven't had shit in Japan since what 2015. They got their first concert like 2015, or 2015, 2016, I think. They didn't get their fandom name and their like fandom color and shit until like 7 years after they fucking debuted. When like you got groups who come out the gate with a whole fandom name and a fandom color and shit, like people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's just like SM be just screwing over FX, and it makes me so mad because there isn't really a group like FX that's out. Like I don't think so. And I just don't understand. I just feel like when it comes to SM, when the new hot shit comes out of SM, they focus all their attention on them and just say fuck you to everybody else. Which I don't think is fair to everyone else on SM. Period. But enough about that. But yeah, FX is S tier. So next is Idol. Um, I will put them in C tier, even though they're one of my favorite rookies from last year, and I do enjoy their music, but it's still kind of early for them right now. And I mean, like I said, we only had, two mini albums and a single. So, and we don't really see a lot of Idol, in between comebacks and stuff like that. So, I hope that again, Cube stops fucking around and do more with CLC and Idol. Okay, next is G Friend. This is going to surprise some people. But G Friend's going into the B category. And I know you're like, what the fuck? Like, what? G Friend? What? Like, again, I know I said I don't like really, I'm not super duper into, cute concepts, but I really enjoyed their music. Like, I really do. Like, every song, except for like maybe like one or two, I really enjoyed. And I saw them at KCON back in like 2017, but I didn't get to see their performance because they were the day before the show I went to. But and they're like really tiny, by the way. But I enjoyed their music. I know some people like Iffy with Fingertip. I love Fingertip. That song is really good. Um, so I feel like the same thing with like A Pink. It's like they're like a guilty pleasure of mine with G Friend, but I really do enjoy their music, and I know they're like pretty popular. I think their popularity is dwindling down just a tad. I mean, maybe they're working on some stuff to come out soon, but I mean, you can't deny the fact that like Rough was like killing it when it came out. Like it won like what 29, 30 fucking music show wins. Like I haven't seen a record like that since fucking EXO's Growl. Like, I just remember when Growl came out, like, it was just like constant, like, just constant music show wins. Like, it was ridiculous. So, like I said, I ain't seen like a fucking streak like that since Growl. And you really can't deny that shit. So, yeah, G Friend is in the B tier. Okay, next is Girls' Day. So, I'm gonna put them in the C because again, I feel like their popularity after Something and Darling dropped, and I know they had that controversy a few years ago. I think that kind of like, fucked up their reputation because, basically, long story short, they was doing some live stream. They was kind of being low key slash high key rude to the host and stuff like that. People wasn't feeling it, so people kind of wasn't really fucking with Girls' Day for a bit. And I don't think their last comeback really did all that hot. And I'm like, I don't know if Girls' Day actually disbanded or they're trying to pull like an EXID. Girls' Day is a big old question mark for the group right now. So yeah, I'm not sure really what's the end for Girls' Day because I'm kind of confused at what's going on with them. But when I first got into them, they would have been in the B tier. But for right now, I haven't been feeling like they last, stuff. So it's going to be in the C. All right, next is Goo Goo Dolls. I'm gonna put them in the unknown because I only know what's her face, Mina and Sejun, because they was in IOI, and I only like one song of theirs. Like I'm not really a fan of their other stuff, to be honest. So yeah, unknown. Hello Venus, again unknown. Due to simple fact is that I'm not familiar with the group, and the only song I know of them is Wiggle Wiggle, which was like my top 5 for 2015. But still, they go in the unknown. I can't give some of these groups D's or S because I don't know them like that. So that's why I feel like it's more appropriate for me to put them in unknown than a D or F tier. All right, so next is IOI. IOI, I'm gonna put in the C tier because I didn't get into IOI until What a Man, and because honestly, and here's the thing about IOI. I feel like IOI is they got the shit end of the stick because they did get nearly as much as hype as 101 and Eyes One. And I understand they were the first group to come out of the whole Produce series, and the contract was shorter and things like that, which is kind of fucked up when you think about it because I think they didn't really start popping off until the end. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like if things were different and they were together for a while longer, I think I would have been able to put them in the B tier. But because of the fact that they weren't around as long, and when you really think about IOI, the most people mention is Chunga, Somi, and Sejun. Like that's only ones I could think of on top of my head. Like they're like the most like the popular ones from IOI. So yeah, they're going to be in the C tier. All right, next is ITZY. Y'all going in the unknown because y'all literally just debuted. I don't know much about the group. I wasn't feeling Dollar Dollar at first, but I've grown to like it. But again, they've only had one song, and I don't think they've done like other promotions besides music shows. So I'm gonna need JYP to do more, for us to kind of get to know them. The only one I know was the one girl that was what was she on? She was on Mix 9, and I think she was also in the BTS highlight reels for like the Love Yourself highlight reel thingy. That's the only one I know. Oh, and Chaeyoung's sister is in the group. That's all I know. Speaking of Produce, next is Eyes One. I'm gonna put y'all in the C just because I don't really follow them. Obviously, I watched this season and I still feel a bit of a way about the final lineup. Y'all, you can say something. I don't give a shit, but I just feel some folks don't belong in the group. That's how I fucking feel about it. Um, Lobby and Rose I like. I kind of think their second comeback kind of sounds like a more upbeat version of their debut, to keep it a buck. I don't check out their Japanese stuff. Um, well, I feel like they just had a comeback recently. Did they? I don't know. I can't. Like I said, I really don't keep up with them like that. Um, so yeah, I'm like, if like, I kind of feel like I wasn't really too sure about Eyes One to begin with because I kind of felt like their concept was going to be more like on the cutesy side, but I hope at a point they're gonna, you know, do more with them than just kind of like similar shit to like Lava and Rose and shit. So yeah, they're gonna be in the C tier. Next is Kara. Kara. I'm gonna put y'all in the B tier. Um, I mean, Kara is an iconic group. You know what I mean? I mean, they gave a step. And I know some people don't like Cupid, but I liked Cupid. And Mamma Mia and Mister and all that other shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They've been, they was together for like, what, damn near 10 years by the time they disbanded. And I really do enjoy a lot of songs from Kara. And, of course, they were the first K-pop group to have a Tokyo Dome in Japan. So, of course, they have like a huge fan base in Japan as well. So you really can't deny that. So for me, Kara's going to be in B tier. Next is, I think this is Lady Code, Unknown. Just the simple fact that I never followed Ladies Code. And, you know what I'm saying? I know some people gonna be like, listen, I'm just keeping it a book. I never followed them. And I know people gonna be like, oh, I know someone's gonna probably like mention the whole accident, which I still think is fucked up what happened to them. But I'm not gonna sit here and be fake and be like, oh my God, I stand. No, like I didn't follow them before the incident and I don't follow them after. I'm not really a fan of their music. That's just how I feel about it. And I don't really, you know what I'm saying? That's just, and I'm not gonna give them an F. That's kind of fucked up, but that's just how I feel. I don't follow them, period. So I'm not gonna give them a ranking or put them in a tier. I don't know them like that. So Ladies Code is gonna be on them. All right, next is Luna. Luna is gonna be. I'm gonna put them in the B tier. Cause, like I said in the beginning, I was not really checking for nobody's Luna, but then at a point, you couldn't escape that shit. So it's kind of like people was like forcing you to get into Luna, and I really do enjoy them. I really hope that we get more from their couple. I know like there was like some drama with their like I think like their last album. I think it was like some issues with their last album or some shit. But I hope they the next comeback, whatever they do. I heard something about they're going to be focusing more on like subunits and solos, which I hope to see because I really enjoy the subunits and some of the subunits and the solos and stuff like that. So yeah, I really do. Of course, hashtag Stan Luna. Okay, next is Lovelies. Unknown. I don't listen to Lovelies. Never really cared to. I never cared for Lovelies, to keep it a buck. Yeah. So unknown. Next is Mamamoo, and Mamamoo is gonna be A tier because I really do like Mamamoo. I know they've had controversies. I know that. I'm not an idiot. And like controversies aside, I just love their music. I love the members. I love their music, and they've been really successful. Like I don't really see them slowing down anytime soon. Like they're like kind of like up there with like with Twice and Red Velvet, like those types of groups and stuff like that. They're like up there, so you really can't deny that. So yeah, like I said, controversy aside, I still like Mamamoo, so they're gonna be in the A tier. All right, next is Melody Day. Unknown, because I don't know jack shit about Melody Day. Next is Miss A. Now, in the beginning, Miss A would have been A. But as time went on, it just became the Susie show, and I ain't really a big fan of Susie. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not a fan of her at all. You can kind of tell shit was going on between her and the members and shit. And I know a lot of people wasn't really feeling that Colors album. I liked a couple of songs off the album. And I mean, it's kind of, it's kind of sad how like things kind of ended with Miss A. You know what I mean? So but because of everything they've done and things like that, and like even though I am a fan of their music, I'm gonna put them in the B tier. All right, next, Momoland. I'm gonna put you on a D. I mean, Boom Boom was my favorite song of last year. Band was cute. This was I'm So Hot. Y'all could have kept that. Period. Um, it's funny how like their popularity blew up. Came January last year, and by like the middle of the year, people was just not trying to fuck with them because of like people feel like they problematic. Blah blah blah. Again, all that bullshit aside, I only like 2 songs from them out of like all the songs they put out. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all just gonna have to be in the D tier. Next is Oh My Girl. Same. They're gonna be in the D tier. Like I only like Cupid and Closer. I haven't liked a thing from them since, and they could have kept that damn subunit. And it gets me mad every time I think about it because when I was watching Inkigayo for like weeks, they just kept playing that song, and I can't skip it because I was watching it live, and I had to sit through that damn song, and I hated that banana algae. I hate that fucking song. Hated it. So yeah, y'all going me to D tier. Next is Preston. This is hard because even though I wasn't a huge fan of Preston, I enjoyed their last album as a group. And to keep it a buck, out of everybody, like all the groups that came from IOI, so like Winky Minky, Preston, Google Don, Daya, like all of them, the one that had the most hype was Preston. Now I didn't like their debut, but I did enjoy their last album together, and I really enjoyed the subunit they came out with last year. And it still pisses me off how Pledis did them dirty. I still don't understand why in the fucking hell they decided to disband the group after 2 years. Like it's just like wasted potential, and that's not fair. Like I didn't even give them a chance to really do shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's really sad when you think about it. So I feel like F is kind of harsh. I have to put them in a D. Like I feel like putting them in F is just way too fucking harsh. It's not even their fault. It's Plez's fault. But you know what I'm saying? I just gotta be real. Like I'm just have to put them in a D. Next is Rainbow. Unknown, because again I don't follow Rainbow. I just don't. All right, next is Red Velvet. Red Velvet is going to the A tier. I hated Happiness. I've grown to like Happiness. Hate Rookie. Don't like that song at all. But and I'm not really too crazy about Red. What's it called? Red Flavor. Yeah, I'm probably one of the only people on the planet that's not really a big fan of Red Flavor. Sue me, but whatever. Don't care. But I really do like Red Velvet. I like the members. I'm gonna need y'all to lay off of Yeri. Period. That's enough of that. Yeah, like Red Velvet is just one of those top tier groups in my opinion. And I think if SN doesn't fuck this up, they can be like S tier in a few years if they keep going. Next I have Secret. I love Secret when they was together. So I'll put them in the B. Like I said, I love their music. They had so many vibes. the solos by Jiyeon and Hyosung were successful. I know like Hyosung was like the most popular one, 'cause I know she was like crazy popular in variety shows and stuff like that. Still pissed how TS is doing Secret. You know what I'm saying? You got Jiyeon and um Hyosung having issues trying to get out their contracts and shit like that. I don't know why other girl tried. She wanted to stay. I don't know what the hell she thinking, but you know what I'm saying? It's just fucked up how TS is doing them when they pretty much made TS. You know what I mean? It's kind of fucked up when you think about it. But yeah, even though all that shit aside, I really still fuck with Secret, even though they're not together anymore. So yeah, they're gonna be in the B tier. Next is Sistar B. I mean, they were called the queens of the summer for a fucking reason. And the thing you did not want to do was come out the same week as Sistar, because you know you wasn't gonna win shit. Period. It's like the same. It's like seriously, like if you are promoting like the same time as like an EXO and BTS, you know you're not gonna win shit. Just period. So it was the same with like Sistar, especially in the summertime. Just wait till like late summer or whatever. Either like late spring, early summer, or like late summer. But just in the middle of summer, don't do it. Because they're gonna come up with a bop, and it was just like, just don't do it to yourself. You know, you know what I mean? But yeah, I really do enjoy Sistar. I still wish they were stuck together, but you know what I'm saying? People, they want to do their own thing. It's fine with me. But I still am a really big fan of Sistar, so they're going to be in the B tier. Next is Girls' Generation. They're going to be in the A. And I'm going to tell you why. Oh, no, don't open it. No, hold up. I might be for my... You know what? Fuck it. I'm putting them in S tier. I almost fucked up putting them in the H. I'm like, nah. I mean, not just because of Girls' Generation, but I mean, it's Girls' Generation though. So I feel like really they don't deserve to be lower than S tier. I mean, Girls' Generation is your fave's fave, so I don't really know if I should really go any further than that. Okay, gotta bring this down a little bit. So yeah, next is Sonamu. Y'all are unknown because I don't follow Sonamu, and I feel like just like who was it? It was someone else that kind of debuted. Red Velvet, right? Like SM decides they want to debut Red Velvet in the middle of this whole FX drama when Sully, took a break from the group and stuff like that in the middle of Red Light Promotions. And then, TS decides they want to debut Sonamu when the whole thing with the BAP lawsuit happened. I feel like they was fucked from the gate. And that's fucked up because I don't think they was able to recover since then. And then secondly, they're on TS. So, so I feel like they were still kind of screwed. And I don't really see too many people talk about Sonamu, to be honest. And I feel like if they have the chance, y'all get out of there. Because TS ain't going to do nothing for y'all. They're just going to be just sitting on y'all asses and just have y'all time and y'all talent and energy wasted. So I just feel like just being on TS was just like a bad move, to be honest. Next, Stellar. Stellar, I'm going to put y'all on a D. I'm going to explain why I put them in a D. Because, I like them. I do. I think my beef is mostly with the company because how they did them. I mean, they pretty much had them do all these, over sexualized concepts to get their names out. But when they, when they went to switch it up and do something different, Nobody was talking about it. And that's the absolute truth. Marionette came out, everybody was going crazy over that song. They came out with Vibrato, same shit. They came out with Mask right after Vibrato, crickets. They came out with Sting, people was talking, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I just feel like it's fucked up how they really had to take that extra route in order for people to even talk about them. And and they definitely came out and said that they weren't comfortable with those concepts. Like, I remember reading an interview with them, and they were saying that this was after Vibrato came out, and they were saying that, yeah, because of them, because of songs like Vibrato and Marionette, they got a practice room now. You know what I'm saying? They were struggling. They, like, you know what I'm saying? They was like, they was broke. They was broke. They didn't have no practice room. They had to like share with other people, like all this other shit. And then because of doing songs like that was pretty much what people got talking about them. And I feel like that's a bunch of bullshit, that they had to go that route in order to get some type of recognition. It's just so damn extra, and they're coming to be a fucking shame of themselves. It's just like that one group that debuted in 2014. It was a group called 4L. It was stand for Four Ladies. The video was, of course, was banned, and pretty much the whole concept of the video was them going with this quote unquote lesbian concept. Now, mind you, in Korea, you could be gay, but you can't be open with it. Like, it's a risk being openly gay in Korea. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like their company took something that was controversial and taboo and used it to get attention for their group. That's fucked up. Like, you didn't think your group was that talented enough on their talent alone, that you use this whole ass lesbian concept? For real? Okay. And then, of course, the group didn't last after that. So I just feel like it's just fucked up when stuff happened with Stella. So yeah, I'm just put them in a D tier. Okay, next is Tiara. Tiara, drama aside, like bullying scandal aside, I'm gonna put them in an A tier. Like, Tiara is one of my favorite groups getting into K-pop, and they have timeless, iconic bops. Like, you can't, if, like, for new groups, I'm not new group, but for new fans coming in, don't do yourself a disjustice. Check out Tiara. I'm telling you, if you're looking for like some classic bops, definitely look up Tiara. I mean, these bitches was like making like motion pictures at one point with, you know what I'm saying, like the day by day video and shit like that. Man, I miss Tiara. I really do. But yeah, iconic shit. Definitely gotta be in the A tier. Next is Twice. I'm torn between A and B, because the simple fact is that I like their title tracks. Except for, like, I'm iffy with Dance the Night Away. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But everything else I really do. And it's funny because I've been like listening to Fancy and Yes or Yes like a lot lately. It's been like stuck. Those songs been stuck in my head like for the past week. And I really love their title track, but just the B-sides just don't do it for me, like, at all. But I like the members, I like their title track, but that's pretty much where it stops. So that's why I'm torn. It's like between A or B. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, obviously, Twice is a huge fucking group. They're popular as fuck. They sell a lot. You know what I'm saying? They stay winning. They win a bunch of fucking music shows. So I'm just gonna be real. I'm gonna put them in the B tier. Just that simple. And next to last is, I think this is Cosmic Girls. Unknown. I don't listen to Cosmic Girls at all. But what I'm gonna need Starship to do is, focus a little bit more on Cosmic Girls. I feel like most of the, attention nowadays is on Monster X. Not saying that's a bad thing, but you have another group on there. You know what I'm saying? Sistar's not there anymore. Boyfriend ain't there no more. So, you know, you need to pay more attention to Cosmic Girl just a little bit. And the last group on here is Wonder Girls. Now, they're going to be in the A. It's Wonder Girls. I really love the Wonder Girls. I mean, again, the iconic group. You know, Jenna was in the group at one point. They have my future wife, my queen, Sunmi. Duh. Again, the same as Tiara, the same as Kara. Iconic Bobs, legendary Bobs. They were one of the first, I think it was like the first girl group to try to make it in America. You know what I'm saying? They were the first just group period to chart on the Billboard Hot 100 or Hot 100. Yes, I think it's like Hot 100 or Hot 200, one of those. You know what I'm saying? Going on tour with the Jonas Brothers. They had their own fucking show on Teen Nick. Oh, no, they had a movie, my bad. On Teen Nick, all this other shit. So, you know, they was one of those few people that kind of opened the door for a bunch of groups that are coming to America now and trying to, you know, make it in America. So you can't deny, you know, the work they put in, you know, for K-pop. Okay, so I'm wondering, do I change people or do I keep it the way it is? All right, so let's go down. So we have S tier, we have 21, FX, Girls' Generation. In A tier, we have 4 Minute, Mamamoo, Red Velvet, Tiara, Wonder Girls. B tier, we have Blackpink, Brown Eyed Girls, Dreamcatcher, EXID, G-Friend, Kara, Luna, Miss A, Secret, Sistar, and Twice. C tier is Nine Muses, After School, AOA, A-Pink, CLC, Idol, Girls' Day, IOI, Ice One, and the D tier is Momoland, Oh My Girl, Kristen, Stellar, and in the unknown tier is April, Brave Girls, Cherry Bullet, Dasha Bad Daya, 5 Star, From Miss 9, Google Don, Hello Venus, Itzy, Ladies Code, Rainbow, Lovelies, Melody Day, Sun Moon, and Cosmic Girls. Now I'm looking at this list. Um, hmm. I know some, like I said, I know some people sitting here like, what is she thinking? Again, this is my goddamn list. See, I want to do. You know what? I think I'm going to. I'm torn. I'm torn with A Pink. I'm wondering, should I put them in the B tier or leave them in the C tier? I don't know. Um, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna move A Pink to the B tier. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yep. All right. Yep. So I'm gonna just leave it with that. So this is my, you know, my tier list of K-pop girl groups. If you want to do your own, I'll put the link in the description down below. You know what I'm saying? Tell me who you would pick and stuff like that. You know, who would you rank in the S, A, B, C, D, F, or unknown? All that good stuff. Again, don't forget to check out Mr. Popo's video on his list of girl groups. I'll put in the link down below. Definitely go check it out. And yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.